Hey everyone, let's take some notes on the elements of art. You are going to take your sketchbook and turn the page. What I tell my students is we will always take notes on the right side of our sketchbook. We will never take notes or draw or anything on the left side. And this is to protect whatever you do on this side. It has a paper to fall back on and not get ruined in the process. So with the elements of art, what I tell my students is there are 7 elements of art. And in order to take notes, every page we take, in whether we're practicing drawing or taking notes, we're going to fold it in half. And you're going to take your pencil. I'm going to use a black marker. And you just follow that line. And then about halfway, follow that line. And I tell my students when we're practicing drawing, we want 4 sections because we don't want to keep wasting paper on every page drawing something, especially when it's something small. You want to practice here, then go here, then here, then here. So with taking notes as well, we don't want to cram everything on one page. So the elements of art are texture. So I want you to write the on the left and texture on the right. Vary, which is value. Furry, which is form. And then cat, which is color. Then the next page, you do the same thing. You take it, you fold it, open it back up. Likes, singing, songs. So the way we remember it is the very furry cat likes singing songs. So now let's go back and take notes. So texture. Texture is the way things feel or look as if they might feel if touched. You could draw a couple of different things, such as you can show rocks and give it a bumpy effect. You could also show The next one is value. And I've worked on this with my students, and that is you basically use line and close it and it creates a shape. And then when you add value, it gives it form. So all you do is just simply draw a shape. You decide what direction you want the light coming. And so whatever direction the light's not coming, you go this way. Sorry, I forgot to write the definition. The lightness or darkness of tones of colors. And I'm glad this definition includes colors because people seem to think value means shading with black or white, and that's actually not true. I could draw an apple and use dark red and light red to do the tones. Next is form, which is really the three-dimensional of art, and it can be a flat 3D image or actual 3D. So if someone turned in a sculpture, that has form automatically, but if someone drew something and added value to it, it has form as well. So next is color. It has three parts: the hue, the value, and intensity. Hue is the name of the color. Value is the lightness or darkness of the color. And then the intensity is the brightness and purity of the color. So a color wheel starts with three main colors, and these are the three primary colors that cannot be created. And when you mix them, it creates a new color. So we're going to start with yellow. We're going to do red. And blue. These are the three primary colors. And if you notice how hard I'm pressing, it has a strong value. I want it to be nice and dark. The intensity, I guess you could also say, is pretty high or bright. Now, I'm gonna mix yellow with blue. So I'm gonna use not as strong of a value. And then I'm gonna put blue over it. I'm gonna do yellow again. And just keep going until I can create that green that I want. All right, then over here, I'm gonna do blue. I'm going to use red to go over it, and then blue over it. Perfect, there's your purple. And then do red, and I'm going to do yellow, red again, and that should create your orange. Next page is line, space, and color. Line is a point moving in space. It can be 2D or 3D. And can have direction. It can have directional movement. So lines can be straight at an angle or curved. And there are different kinds under each one that have different names, but these are kind of like the three main. So for straight, it can be vertical or horizontal or diagonal. There's no other ways to show the straight line. They can be short or small and thick or thin, but these are kind of the directions, and there's no other ways to draw straight lines. There's just one way to draw it, really. Now with angle, they can be acute, obtuse, they can be right, they can be crossed, they can be a letter T, they can be at an X, but they are making that V or a wide open V. Then with curved, and then also like, they like to use these as angle as well. But then with curved, there's like a lot. There are so many. Loop-de-loop spiral, wave, cloud, squiggly, wiggly, all these different names for them. But these are all the different types of lines. Next is space. This is positive or negative areas with a sense of depth. So it can also seem like there's a lot of space in the background, like a lot of movement or empty area in the background. So I just keep it simple just to show like positive and negative space. But okay, last one is shape. It is a 2D flat image created by lines. So if I were to take straight lines and connect them, I am creating geometric. These are all geometric lines or geometric shapes. Now, if I use curved, these are organic shapes. And there you have it. These are the elements of art. The, texture, very, value, furry, form, cat, color, likes, line, singing, space, songs, shape.